the set is down, the curtain's flown away. To all you creatures of the night, I say it's time we play. We'll show you things that in your life you never dreamed you'd know. And now before the ghost arrives, it's welcome to the show.
Minstrels, kings, explorers, fantasies on order, ghosts and dreams awaken, stories long forsaken.
The minstrel and the sorcerer are switching their disguise. The jester drinks and starts to think that he alone is wise. The governor and journalist exchange a Judas kiss. And now before the song is done, the plot begins to twist.
Ghosts and lost explorers, fate with all her daughters, saints and hopeless sinners, wise men in their winter's snow. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to
in an old city bar that is never too far from the places that gather the dreams that have been. In the safety of night, with its old neon light, it beckons to strangers, and they always come in. In the snow, it was falling, the neon was calling, The music was low, and the night, Christmas Eve. And here was the danger that even with strangers, inside of this night, it was easier to believe. For it was into the bar that I happened to wander, to stare into a glass and my universe ponder. So I walked up to the counter, shook the snow off my coat. Then I ordered a whiskey that I used as a moat. But an old man soon joined me and asked if I knew the time. And one word led to another, and somehow I didn't mind. Then he offered a drink from a bottle beneath his coat, and he smiled a little smile as he trickled down his throat. Then I felt myself relaxing here among the ghosts that failed. Then the old man topped off my glass and began this little tale. In the moments of our lives, both the joyous and the tragic, if the truth is to be told, we are all pursuing magic. And the magic that we seek, as we're sure you have discovered, can be found in certain places far more easily than others. In the sand beneath the Sphinx, in the dreams of candlelight, but the surest place of all is in the forgiving world of night. And of all the nights throughout the year that come and gently leave, none hold the dreams of magic like the evening, Christmas Eve. And so it's on this night, with this promise deep within, as the snow now starts to fall, our story does begin.
An angel came down one night to the earth, a mission from God to find out the worth of everything that his children had done since that winter night, the birth of his son. And then a sound filled the night in the cold winter air, and in the midst of his flight, it was holding him there. And as he looked towards the earth for the source of this sound on that cold winter night, it was pulling him down. To bring something back, this angel was told that no one could touch, but angels could hold. So on that night, when the sky had cleared, among all the stars, an angel appeared. And then a sound filled the night in the cold winter air, and in the midst of his flight, it was holding him there. And as he looked towards the earth for the source of this sound on that cold winter night, it was holding him down. midst of his fright, it was holding him there. And as he looked towards the earth for the source of this sound on that cold winter night, it was pulling him down.
sound that he had heard was the ringing of the bells. But now inside that night, there were voices there as well.
In the middle of a forest, there's a clearing by a stream where a mother holds a newborn, and the child begins to dream, and he dreams of hopes unspoken, where the tears of men will cease, and his mother holds him closer, for he is the Prince of Peace. And the moon is looking downward, casting shadows through the trees, and the stars are shining brighter as they whisper what they see. How the emperor and the pauper, with a lion and the lamb, kneel down before the newborn, for his peace they understand. The herald angels sing glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild. God and sinners are reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies, with the heavenly heralds proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark, the herald angels sing. Glory to the newborn King. Can you hear me, Lawrenceville? Well, you see, I want you to know that every child is ours. You know they are. Yeah, you know they
When the final note had faded, the angel continued on his search, for he knew the answer to his quest was somewhere on this earth. And from London, Rome, and Paris, to Berlin and Tokyo, wherever the angel flew that night, the skies would start to snow. As he flew over the Urals, he came upon a little town, shining in the Arctic darkness. So the angel, he sat down. Then he walked among the people in a fitting earth disguise, so no one could recognize him, but they wondered at his eyes. Then he asked the village peasant, "What do Russians' hearts desire?" He answered, "Peace on earth, of course, and a little Tchaikovsky!" As he flew over Sarajevo, there were scars upon the land. There were scars upon the people. It was hard to understand. And the deepest scars of all, which to humans are unseen, but the angel could see clearly, were the scars upon the dreams. Like Belfast and Burundi, Rwanda, Palestine, the only decorations here have been awarded for their crimes. And in the gardens where the children played, now soldiers only trod. And stranger still, you heard some say that they were killing for their God. Now the angel heard God speak many times, and he always paid attention. But this killing of one's neighbor was something the Lord had never mentioned. But as he heard the earth of a recent battleground, from among the ruins, he once more heard the sound. It was a single cello playing a forgotten Christmas song. And even in that battlefield, the song somehow belonged. And as he flew away, the angel did take note that where he found this music played, one always could find hope. As he flew over the countryside, he was still listening, when from a little church below, he heard a voice begin to sing.
and days as wide, east as wide. So they checked the books full of prophecy, and what one king said, why explain to me? You see, it means that a king is born who will save mankind on this blessed morn, blessed morn. So they packed some gold, myrrh, and frankincense on some old camels with some fancy tents. Closed down the house, set the servants free, and 3 kings rode into history. History. Yeah, they rode into
Then he reached for the song and he held it in his hand. It was something that he did because you see, angels can. And he wondered to himself, is this the answer that I sought? But something was still missing, or at least so he still thought. And so he journeyed on through the midnight winter air when all at once an angel was touched by a man's prayer. And looking once more to the earth to determine whence it came, he felt 1,000,000 souls below, but one was not the same. For there he saw a man alone, though he was walking in a crowd. And though this man had rarely prayed, tonight his head was bowed. And even in a crowd, you see, a heart can feel alone when the night is Christmas Eve and a child is not at home. So from a father to the Lord, a prayer did swiftly race. And the angel saw it first. He listened to his case.
There is an ornament lost inside the night. There on that Christmas tree with 1,000 lights. No one can see her. She's standing all alone. There she themselves when no one can see. I don't believe I can say what had happened. All of those words that we put into play no longer matter. I should have known that then. I just know you're far away. On this Christmas day, on this Christmas day, on this Christmas, somewhere the wind caused moments in the snow, and with he sees her, he never lets it show. He just drifts behind her, erasing every step. Tinsel and garland whispers the tree. I don't believe I can say what had happened. And all of those words that we put into play no longer matter. I should have known that then. I just know you're far away. And on this Christmas day, on this Christmas day, on this Christmas, come Christmas Day, Christmas, watch over her this day. Keep her, protect her from harm now in every way. Shelter her gently, and there in your arms she'll be until the day when you bring her back home to me.
After he had heard the prayer, the angel set it free and followed it to a father's child in a faraway city. And there the girl, in desperation, was searching through the sky for a star that she could wish upon. The stars were in short supply. The only light that she could see, there shining all alone, was a neon sign on an old city bar. And so on this, she wished she was home. Oh, every light can be a star. It just depends on where you are. And the distance that you're looking past the places that you've been, and the dreams you left behind, and the dreams you've left within.
In an old city bar that's never too far from the places that gather the dreams that have been. In the safety of the night, with its old neon light, it beckons to strangers, and they always come. And the snow is falling, the neon was calling, the music was low, and the night, Christmas Eve, and here was the danger that even the strangers inside of this night, it's easier to believe. Then the door opened wide, and a child came inside that no one in the bar had seen there before. And he asked, did we know that outside in the snow that someone was lost standing outside our door? Then the bartender gazed through the smoke and the haze, through the window and ice, to the corner street light. We're standing alone by a broken payphone. Was the girl, the child said, could no longer get home. And the snow, it was falling, the neon was calling. The bartender turned and said, not that I care, but how do you know this? The child said, I've noticed if one could be home, they'd be already there. Then the bartender came out from behind the bar, and in all of his life, he was never that far. And he did something else that he thought no one saw. When he took all the cash from the register drawer, then he followed the child to the girl across the street, and we watched from the bar as they started to speak. Then he called for a cab, and he said, JFK, put the girl in the cab, and the cab drove away. Then we saw in his hands that the cash was all gone from the light that she had wished upon. If you want to arrange it, this world you can share. useless thing last, like helping a neighbor or even a stranger, and you know who needs help. You need only just ask. Then he looked for the child, but the child wasn't there. Just the wind and the snow, waltzing trees through the air. So he walked back inside, somehow different, I think. And for the rest of the night, no one paid for a drink. And the cynics will say that some neighborhood kids wander in on some bums in a world where they hid, but they weren't there, so they couldn't see by an old neon star on that night, Christmas Eve. The snow was falling, the neon was calling, and in case you should wonder, and in case you should care, why we're on our own, never went home on that night of all nights. We were already there.
Then all at once, inside that night, he saw it all so clear. The answer that he sought so long had always been so near. It's every gift that someone gives, expecting nothing back. It's every kindness that we do, every simple little act.
Christmas time.
And so it's good that we remember, just as soon as we discovered, the things we do in life will always end up touching others. So from a falling neon star somewhere shining in the night, we find a Father far away, now reflecting in his light.
Are we wise to believe in things we've never seen? Our prayers just wishes in disguise. And all these wishes being granted me, for now I see Christmas Day. So tell me, Christmas, are we kind? More on this day than any other day? Or is it only in our mind? And must it leave when you have gone away? Or is different now, each day somehow, and now you're here to stay. She's coming home this Christmas Day. Come on, guys. Only wants the world, it doesn't seem the same. And in a single night, you know it all has changed. Well, everything is now as it should be. I had the ornament, I had the perfect tree, I had a string of lights, I had a chance to see everything that my heart thought could be. For of all the dreams, you were the first I knew, and every other one was a charade to do. You stayed close when I was far away. And in the darkest night, you always were the star. You always took us in, no matter who we are. So she's coming home this Christmas Day. Oh, yeah.
girl had reached her home, and the bar was closing down. As the angel started back to bring his Lord who he had found.
An angel returned that night through the sky, but time it was short, he had to decide. And so he flew back over the land. A gift for his Lord was there in his hand. It was the glow of a light, it was the heart of a song, it was the tear from a child where it never belonged. It was the wish of a soul on a lonely young night, and the Lord smiled at him on that cold winter night. Hear the bells ring through the night, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations. Hear as they ring through the night, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations. Hear the bells ring through the night, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations. Hear as they ring through the night. Listen to the bells as they ring. Listen to the message they bring. Listen to the sound as they sing as one voice in the night. Hoping that you'll all understand. Every dream is there in our hands, and for every bell, let them ring all through the Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations. Hear the bells ring through the night, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations, Kyrie among nations. Hear the bells ring through the night. Listen to the bells as they ring. Listen to the message they bring. Listen to the sound as they sing as one voice in the night. Hoping that we'll all understand. Every dream is there in our hands, and for every bell, may they ring all through the night.
And so, with the story over and our bottle nearly through, I asked myself, does this really happen? He swore every word was true. Then he said, I see you're puzzled, for your mind tells you to doubt me. But my story can't be true, but your heart tells you it might be. He then asked, did it entertain me? And he admitted it had charm. Then he said, perhaps you have learned something, or at worst, I've done no harm. Then he rose up from his chair, and he said it's time that he should leave, but may God keep and protect you this and every Christmas Eve. Then he left through the front door, and I ran to ask him back, but he was already gone. And stranger still, he left no tracks. So I walked back to my home, recalling all that I've heard and seen, and for the first time in my childhood, I dreamed a Christmas dream. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!